just get this going. Ready. We're all set. See.
I don't know.
On your
Did you feel it too?
Take your stuff. We're getting out of here. We've got a problem.
Call them back.
What's going on?
It's the prince. We must go quickly.
Come on. Damn it. Hurry up. Calm down. Maybe it has nothing to do with the party. You know full well I was in charge of it. If anything goes wrong, it's my head on the chopping block. Fuck! Damn it! It took Hazel months to convince the Hartford Chantry to ally themselves with us. So they finally accept, and then bam, a code red. There's never been a code red in Boston, damn it! This has gotta be bad, MM. It's not like you had anything to do with it. I'm sure... You don't get it. I was in charge of organizing the party. But security is Jara's problem,
Yeah,
normally.
except Jara is a member of the Primogen. I'm not.
But you're a harpy. The prince will cover you. You know she's always looking for an excuse to take him down a notch.
We'll see.
What do we do next?
When everyone's safe, we move on to phase 2. We clean house.
What do you mean by we clean house?
Getting rid of our archives, our documents, anything that might betray our network and relationships.
Did you say this is the first code red in Boston?
Ever since the fall of London, protocol is no longer a laughing matter.
Whatever. They've been harping on that for 4 years now. They took away our internet access. Our smartphones.
It's called risk mitigation, that's all. A code red is an alarm signal that's sent to everyone to say, watch out, we're all in danger. And everyone runs to shelter at the nearest safe house. For us, it's with the prince. It could have been worse.
I'd have preferred worse.
You're not even listening to me.
What comes after phase 2?
Just pray that it never comes to that.
Come on, tell me.
We run, we leave everything behind, and we go into hiding. As far from here as we can.
There's no way I'm leaving Boston. Everything I have is right here in the city. It took me years to build my clubs. I've worked too hard to give it up now.
You won't have a choice. I know you hate coming here. Are you gonna be all right?
What do you think? I know how to behave, Jay.
Yeah, I know. Just keep your cool and it'll be fine.
Ah, my little darlings. You're here at last. The fear that something horrible had happened to you terrified me.
No call for theatrics, April.
The prince asked to see you as soon as you arrived, Mem. I wouldn't dilly-dally if I were you. As for you, Journey, someone's triggered a code red. If anything has happened over there, I'll hold you personally responsible.
You know, back in the day, nobody could bat an eyelash without you knowing about it. You must know exactly what Jay is being blamed for, don't you?
Mem. My dear Mem. I adore you. Really, I do. But darling, please. You're way out of your league here. This alliance with the Hartford Chantry is crucial. The prince is on edge. We can't get through to anyone over there.
What does this have to do with Jay?
She was in charge of the whole thing, for goodness sake. Listen, both of you. From now on, I don't want to hear another word out of either of you. The prince is furious. Journey, you're coming with me.
I don't see why.
And as for you, Hazel wants to see you. Right now.
It's gonna be a long night.
Miss Lewis, welcome.
Who's she, Caleb?
Mem Lewis.
She smiles like a toreador.
Letters etched in bold right upon her teeth.
What about that bearded guy who's swallowing his bile?
Dejan Siaka.
A Tremere warlock, then?
Keep him at a healthy distance. With a sideward glance, he could make the blood in your veins boil.
Is court attendance usually this sparse?
What was rule number 2?
Don't talk too much. And never talk about yourself. You don't trust anyone, do you?
Not anyone here. And you'd be wise to do the same. I'd hate to be Caius right about now.
Why?
He's second honcho of house security. This promises to be a busy night.
I know what you mean. It's one thing to have been told that the Nosferatu don't age well. It's another thing to see it for yourself.
It's by no fault of their own.
Do you think you'll be able to ask the prince tonight if you can embrace me?
No. Now is no longer the time.
And he is your child?
Mr. Beryl Underwood. Tread lightly. He's a member of the Primogen.
They're the check to the prince's power.
The check and balance. They backed Hazel when she rose to power after Quentin King. They'd hoped to control her.
What? Things didn't go as planned?
I just have a feeling she will surprise them. Never forget that the court is a chessboard. We are monsters, and we sacrifice pawns. If you want to be a major piece, then behave accordingly.
But...
Nothing can happen to you here. We're in the prince's house. She must be finished by now. Wait for me. This won't take long.
It's out of the question, MM. I won't let her get away with this.
All right. Calm down, Dijon.
Where's Journey?
What's it to you?
Don't start with me. She was in charge of the party. She has to take responsibility for this.
Leave her out of it.
It's too late for that. Don't waste your time covering for her. She's not a kid anymore. I haven't heard from my child, and no one's able to get through to them over there.
Go on then. Go and save Imani and stop wasting your breath.
There are rules. Need I remind you? We're all stuck here.
You're such a good boy.
You'll never change.
Dijon!
What? Oh, come on, Hilda, she needs to grow up.
leave us.
I don't need your help.
Mem, please.
Stop calling me that.
I was worried about you.
You still haven't moved on, have you? You're always getting in my way.
Lower your voice. People are staring.
Do you know what this Code Red is all about? You're in the Primogen. You must know something.
I'm in the same boat as the rest of you. Apparently, it was from one of Moore's retainers. That's all I know.
Who's that?
Jason Moore. Don't you remember him? He's the human who manages our interests when the sun comes up. He handles our assets, errands with the banks.
What does he have to do with this?
I don't know. It now seems that Miss Hazel Iverson, the mighty Prince of Boston, is no longer on speaking terms with the Primogen, as if now were the ideal time.
She asked to see me. Do you know why?
My best guess is that she'd like to talk to you about Journey, of course. I always warned you that girl was trouble.
Yeah, sure. I've gotta go. Hazel must be upstairs. I'd better hurry.
What about Jara? I haven't seen her.
Councillor Drury is not here, nor is Dr. Dunham. Mr. Leto's teams are trying to reach them.
They've all got such
but
long faces.
Nobody's answering?
No.
Hey, Abby.
Hey, Mem.
Abby, do you know what's going on?
I'm sorry, but I can't.
Please? I feel like I've been plopped down in the middle of a minefield.
There are rumors about Journey. Rumors about how this is all her fault. Did you know that Jay was in charge of the party?
Shit. I bet she's gonna take the fall for whatever happened.
I don't think she's involved, but we've got to be on our guard.
Ma'am, we haven't seen you here in ages now, have we?
Let's holster our weapons. I'm only here because of that goddamn code red.
Blunt and to the point, as usual. With a bit of luck, your suffering will be over soon. How's business these days?
Why? You wanna invest?
Don't tempt me.
I'm shocked to think you put so much as a penny into one of my clubs. They don't bring in enough for your taste, Beryl.
You're right. I'm not interested in them. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to be alone. I'm waiting for Caleb.
Sorry, ma'am. You can't come through here.
What a shitty night. Hazel must be pissed. What the hell could she want with me?
Is everything okay, Mom? Penny for your thoughts?
Nothing, Pumpkin. What were you saying?
You saw pictures again? You're not going back to the Institute, are you?
No, don't fret. I'm gonna stay here with you now.
I don't like it when Richard takes you away.
He's my psychiatrist. He's helping me so I can be with you.
Mom has a little trouble sometimes, remember?
I see things that haven't happened yet. And I forget others.
Yes, I know. And you have to slumber so you can rest all alone sometimes. But 3 years was too long.
It seemed like an eternity without you.
I missed you too, Mom.
I need my sweet little monster.
Mom? What's going on? Why does everybody look so upset?
I think something serious is happening. I'm worried. I still haven't seen Richard. I looked for him so he could explain, but he can't be found.
So, what do we do now?
I was told to wait here, because Hazel wants to see us.
There are grown-ups coming, and your mother needs to talk to them.
Oh, then I'll go hide. because grown-ups talk to me too much.
If you want, sweetie. But don't wander off. Go on. Show me what you do to make sure no one spots you.
Okay, here I go.
Leisha. It's been a while.
Hey, MM.
When did you get out?
Just tonight. Hazel wanted to see me.
That means she's extremely worried about the situation.
That, or she's a major drama queen.
I know that you knew her before, but she's the leader of Boston now. You owe her respect before everyone, and in every circumstance. She is your prince.
Are you lecturing me? First Siaka, now you. Why won't anybody give me a break tonight?
Maybe you asked for it.
Or maybe if you behaved in a manner more appropriate to the circumstances and our setting, then you'd better understand why everyone is so nervous.
Siaka jumped down my throat. Was I supposed to let him take his nerves out on me? No, I'm sorry. That's not how things work, Bazori.
We must all remain calm and accept any help we can get, even from the most unusual sources.
That's surprising to hear, coming from a blue blood. At least your certainties come from a more solid source than a prophecy from a child of Malkov.
You don't know what you're talking about.
All I'm saying is that whatever the problem is, your hallucinations aren't gonna help us solve it.
And yet, many of the things I saw ended up happening. Quentin King's disappearance, Hazel's rise to power, your breakup with Hilda too. But you're probably right. It's just Hazel and her flair for the dramatic.
Only time will tell.
Good evening, ladies, sir. The prince shall see you now.
Hazel. Delson.
Come in, MM. I wanted to have a word with you.
What can I do for you?
I'm glad you're here. It's been a long time since we last saw each other. Tell me, where were you tonight?
Like everybody else, I suppose. At home, getting ready for the party.
How fortunate you weren't running early.
Why? What's happened?
You know what the Code Red means. There was a breach. This is intolerable. These agreements were supposed to celebrate the power of my court. Instead, I've been made to look a fool in the eyes of my allies. We'll have to increase our diplomatic efforts with the warlocks. Send new emissaries to Osborne.
What's that got to do with me?
Don't you worry about that for now. We have more urgent matters to attend to. We bring Journey to me.
She hasn't done anything. Hazel.
I'll be the judge of that.
What do you want with her?
I have a few questions I need to ask her. If mistakes were made, I need to know what happened. I'm sure that your friend will have a lot to tell me.
Yes, my prince. I'll be right back.
I didn't bring you here just for that. I have something to offer you.
I'm listening.
It's about the Primogen Council. You know everyone who's in it. Beryl, Richard, Hilda. Their support was much appreciated after the disappearance of the previous prince.
Quentin King.
But now, they've become an obstacle. It's been going on for months. They systematically oppose everything that I do. It must stop now.
That's nothing new. That's rule number 1 of all the Primogen. The contrary would be worrisome.
That's what I thought too. But after tonight, well, I wonder. The Camarilla has faced many challenges in the past few years. Many of our strongholds have fallen. I won't let Boston suffer the same fate. But for that, I need loyal allies. Also, how would you like a spot in the Primogen?
What?
You've always taken care of your community, without ever asking for anything in return. It might be time you took a leading role in the community's affairs.
Hilda won't let you do it. She'll never see me as her equal. Being seated next to her child? She'll feel humiliated.
I'm her prince. She will obey me.
She's not gonna like it.
I don't care. What I'm offering is much bigger than all that. What do you think?
I don't know. I need to think about it.
Time is of the essence. You're a businesswoman, I know you'll be up to it, but we'll talk about it again soon. In the meantime...
I know. Jay, I'm going to go see Sylvia first. I need to clear my head.
Do it. You won't be able to hunt tonight. It's better to be prepared. Bring me Journey.
I will.
I have the utmost confidence in you, Do not fail me.
You can count on me. What the hell is going on?
I'm happy to see you in one piece.
Hey, Syl. I'd like some refreshment, please.
Of course, I'll get you a glass.
I was thinking more like a vessel.
Oh, serve yourself. But try not to damage them, okay? They're all I've got left in stock.
I get it, I'll be careful.
I'm right here if you need anything else.
No news from anyone.
Do you think they're...
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. We're not the only ones freaking out. Look around. Exactly. We've got to keep our wits about us. Got it? Yeah.
Do you want us to...
Sorry, I'm a little out of it.
Hi.
Follow me.
Yes, ma'am.
need something? We should all call the cops. I'll stay here. Did you need something? Sorry, I'm a little out of it.
Come with me. There.
Going.
All right, Jay. Where are you hiding?
Do you want us to...
Can I help you?
Can I help you?
I've got to talk to Jay. You haven't seen her, have you?
No, you should ask April.
It's a good idea. Thanks for the advice. Do you still work for April?
Well, aren't you rude? My loyalty is with the court.
Seems like Bosley's leading you around by the nose, though.
She's got some extra responsibilities, sure, but that's it. I have my own agenda.
Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised. I've got stuff to do. See you later.
A disaster. It's a disaster.
What a shitty night.
Do you think the Code Red will last much longer?
I hope not. The faster I get out of here, the better.
What? And Mem Lewis, the Black Rattler's Rose, is afraid of a handful of politicians?
God, no.
Fine. Let me know if I can do anything for you.
I'm supposed to find Jay. Do you know if she's done talking to April?
Huh. Good question. I saw her earlier, but she wasn't with Miss Bosley. She went into that alcove on your right, but that was a while ago.
Thanks.
You might want to avoid hanging around with her, you know? I've heard stuff about her.
I know, and it's not true. She didn't do anything, all right?
Fine. Sorry. Did you need anything else?
I heard the prince put together a surveillance unit.
Yeah, the cave. Mr. Leto and his team spend their nights there. It's just below us. But don't even think about going down there. It's only for sewer rats.
Miss Iverson has the top floor all to herself.
Yes, that's where she's got her office for hearings, as well as her personal quarters. Miss Bosley is the only one who has access to them.
Thanks for the vessel.
My pleasure. Come back anytime you want.
April's gonna kill us.
I know that perfume. Jay. Where did you go, Jay? Underwood and Fang. Vizori's ears must be burning. Keltum and Lazarus. I smell gossip. Jay was looking for a file that Jara took from the archives. Her last message to Abigail. The file. I wonder where they put it. That could be of interest to me. Jay was her last message to Abigail. Zipkala Saw. Jay always got along well with her sire. Lucky bitch.
This can't be happening.
I swear,
Locked.
she was standing there, playing me for a sucker.
I've gotta hurry. I'm not supposed to be here. These books are gorgeous. Lazarus must have paid a fortune for them. This paper must be from the archives. It's pretty old. Battery's dead. Oh, I'm playing with fire. If someone spots me... message. Journey tried every possible way to reach her.
Oh, you again. What do you want?
April, have you seen Jay anywhere?
You can't let her out of your sight for 2 seconds.
The prince sent me to get her.
I can't discuss that with you.
Come on, she works for you. You know her.
All right. Enough with the puppy dog eyes.
I heard a couple of licks complaining about Journey.
Even if she wasn't in charge of security, she's the one who organized the whole shindig. They all think she's responsible for this fiasco.
But damn it, Jay hasn't done anything.
Tell it to the prince, not me.
Not that I think in a million years this is what happened, but what if Jay messed up somehow? What would happen to her?
Depends on the mistake. And how bad the consequences were. At best, the prince will be mad. At worst,
destruction?
Yeah. There's a good chance of that.
Fine. I won't insist. If you see her, tell her I'm looking for her.
Yeah, sure.
What attitude? It's a good thing I was careful earlier.
What a disaster.
Don't worry. You're safe here.
Took the elevator to get here. Jay, what were you doing in the archives? About a party from a few years ago. It's the one Journey asked Abigail to look at. Page 3 was torn out. There are traces of blue ink on page 2. This paper must be from the archives. It's pretty old. This is the connection between the email and the file from the archives. Journey asked Abigail to meet her in an alcove at the bar. Abigail, we've got to talk. Come on. It won't take long.
Yes.
Shit. Trail ends there. Where could she have gone after that?
Yes?
Can I help you?
I told you I was looking for Jay earlier. And?
And?
I found the note she left you. I wonder what April would say if I showed it to her.
You went through my stuff?
Is that all you're worried about?
No. It wasn't personal. Journey was in a panic. She asked me for the pass to get into Jara's apartment.
Did she say why?
Only that she was looking for evidence. I didn't really get it. Let's keep this between us, all right? April's got other fish to fry.
I'll see about that. I'm going to find her. Jara's apartment. That's on the Primogen floor. What was Jay looking for up there?
I'm sorry about before. I'm just a little edgy tonight.
I know. This isn't the first time we've gotten in a fight over nothing. Your child, Imani. She was there. Still no news?
No. Radio silence.
And Hazel refuses to talk to me.
I spent months kowtowing to those Hartford assholes for this agreement. If she has the info, now's not the time to hold it back.
These Hartford guys. How well do you know them?
Well enough. I won't let things end like that.
I'm looking for Journey. Have you seen her?
No, I'm sorry. I assume you've already tried her office?
You told me you knew the Hartford Warlocks well.
Yeah, some of them.
I was in touch with their representative, Deneb. He was supposed to replace me on the council.
You're leaving us?
Not really. It's part of the agreement with the Chantry. Deneb and I were supposed to switch places.
Why was Hazel doing business with them?
She had plans for the blood market in the region. We were meant to be in charge of supplying high-quality blood. They were supposed to take care of stabilizing it, or try at least.
That's nuts. Has anyone ever tried it before?
Never. That's why I'm worried. I don't give a shit about Hartford, but this project is really important.
I understand. Well, I'll leave you to it. I've got to find Jay.
If I see Journey, I'll tell her you're looking for her.
I help you?
Yes? Let me know if I can help you.
No fucking way. Shit.
So this is where you've been
Oh,
hiding.
Jesus, it's you. You scared the shit out of me. How did you find me?
You're really bad at covering your tracks.
Are you alone?
What the hell is going on?
Shit, Mem. It's a fucking nightmare. The code red is definitely because of the party. April told me Hazel was gunning for me. She thinks I'm responsible for this shit show.
So, you're hiding in Drury's room?
I'm looking for evidence. I saw that Jara had the file on the party. It's got all the contracts and stuff in it that will prove I did my job right. But I can't find them. It was my only shot to defend myself against her.
Hey, slow down. It's gonna be all right. They don't have anything on you, do they?
No, of course not. I did everything right, ma'am. I was the one who rented the place. Same as always. Rooftop, away from prying eyes. I met with Richard to organize the vessels. I arranged for limos to be sent for the Hartford Chantry. I went through the same secure limo agency as usual. They're ours, so there's no risk. What the hell could have gone wrong?
I don't know. But there's no time to think about it. Hazel wants to see you.
And she asked you?
It's gonna be fine, Jay. I'm sure you can explain everything.
I'm scared, ma'am.
Don't worry about anything. I'm here.
I'll follow you.
Leisha, it's good to see you.
Be good, sweetie.
How was your reunion with Halsey?
Thank you, Hazel. Your gift was wonderful. You shouldn't have troubled.
You're welcome. We should never have kept you apart for this long.
Good evening, Delson.
Good evening, Leisha.
How are you feeling?
I feel great. Better and better since I got my little sugar fangs back.
Wonderful.
I haven't seen Richard yet. Does he know I've been released from the Institute?
No, I'm the prince. It was my decision. He is your psychiatrist, but you don't need his permission for everything.
He wasn't at the party, was he?
I'm searching for everyone who's still missing. Don't worry about him.
Thank you.
Leisha, I know I can be frank with you. For 4 years, I have been working to heal the city's wounds. You've already helped me avoid traps in the past. You're not like the other children of Malkav. Quentin King knew that.
The Mad King. I remember, yeah.
I had you released from the Institute because your premonitions are the most detailed, the most accurate. I wanted them to help me understand the Chantry's hand more clearly before we signed our agreement with them. But this alert changes everything. I need to understand what's just happened. Did you sense anything, possibly about what happened tonight?
I saw images, but they had nothing to do with this party. It didn't make any sense. It was a long, white hallway.
It's a little early for sure, but it's a good start.
I'm sorry, I can't be of more help.
Don't be sorry. There's something else you can do for me. Your discretion can still be of use to me. I need to be sure that none of the members of my council are going to take advantage of the situation.
You don't trust them?
You can never be too careful. You and Delson are the only two people I trust entirely. The members of the council have their council lodgings here. It gives them the impression that they have power, and it means I can keep an eye on them. I'm going to give you the key. Go and see if you find anything that could make me doubt their loyalty. Anything that might make me think there's something in the works.
All right.
Miss Drury burned the midnight oil to make sure this event was secret. I imagine there might be some evidence in the information she gathered. I need it.
All right, consider it done.
You've never disappointed me, Leisha. Please don't start today. Until then, I hope to have found more information. But above all, don't share what we've discussed with anyone. I don't need more gossip.
Can I take Halsey with me?
Of course.
All right then. I'll be right back.
Damn it, I don't believe it.
Intense. I have to be careful. Shit, they're gone.
Mom, I'm going to Richard's to see if he has my teddy.
Okay.
Come and find me when you're done.
Let's see if Hazel was right. Did Jara leave anything behind? This thing's old. Does she still use it? This thing's old. Does she still use it?
are traces, but I can't break that illusion. It's much too strong. This is what Hazel asked me to bring her. Nobody here. I'm going to be able to take a look around Dijon's. The Salem Gazette. Just like New Orleans. This is definitely Dijon's place. Well, well. What have we here? He didn't finish his letter. But that'll be enough for Hazel to make up her mind about him. He must have done a warlock ritual. Huh. Someone's performed a thaumaturgical concealment ritual. A bird. Dead. Huh. It's from an animal. And it's still fresh. This knife has blood on it. Tarot cards. How fun. The Emperor, the Chariot, Temperance. Easy. Dijon is thinking about taking a trip. Oh, shit. Locked from the other side.
I can do anything to help, let me know.
Hazel told me to keep a low profile here. This area is reserved for the prince and her primogen. Shit. Hilda's in her office. She's going to see me.
Why did you come back? Why? You only knew everything I've done for you. Other than started doing stuff.
I shouldn't get too close. She might be able to sense me.
You only knew everything I've done for you. Why? You only knew everything I've done for you. Other than started doing stuff. Why did you come back? Why? You only knew everything I've done for you. Why? You only knew everything I've done for you. Other than started doing stuff.
Why did you come back? Why? Other than to show that you're doing just fine on your own. If you only knew everything I've done for you. Ma'am.
Hilda's more concerned with the men than she is with Hazel. I hope she'll be happy to hear that.
Leisha. Restricted access means nothing to you, I see. Make yourself at home. Don't mind me. How am I not surprised?
What doesn't surprise you?
For you to turn up at a time like this.
The prince had me released.
Of course, she needs you. I'm guessing she sent you to spy on the council.
You don't become leader of a domain by blindly trusting everyone around you.
You've scored a point, certainly. But I've supported the Prince's initiative with Hartford for months now. I was finally going to be able to explain my financial arrangements to them and convince them to let me manage their assets. And now everything's up in the air because of this stupid party. In any case, I don't expect you to believe me, but I'm on your side this time.
For this once, you mean?
I'm wasting my time with you. You can go back to nosing around for the prince. I won't keep you any longer.
I won't bother you any longer.
That's an excellent idea.
Daryl's only looking out for himself, as usual. But that'll reassure Hazel. Halsey's waiting for me. I hope Hazel will be proud of us. Richard's apartment. He didn't change a thing, as usual. Nothing. Ugh. It's true that he always saves everything on old media. Only Richard would still use that. How many hours have I spent sitting in this armchair for my therapy sessions? Maybe I'll find a way to read it. So, did you find your teddy?
No, not yet. I'm not sure he's here. What about you? Did you finish your job for the prince?
Yes, I found something that might be of interest to Hazel.
Does that mean we're going back to see the prince then?
Not quite, Pumpkin. I want to take another look around. You wait for me here, but be good.
I will. No, he's not there. Where are you, Mr. Teddy?
Richard must have had a breakthrough, if Hazel's interested in it.
Are you almost done?
Yes, I found something that might be of interest to Hazel.
Does that mean we're going back to see the prince then?
Let's go, Sugarfangs.
Leisha. I'm all ears.
Everything went all right.
I knew I could count on you. Was Halsey a good girl?
Yes, as usual.
Good. Were you able to find anything interesting in Ms. Drury's apartments?
Yes, there was intel she had gathered on the guests, including those from the Hartford Chantry.
Anything about their regent, Deneb Osborne?
Yes, he seems to be obsessed with memory magic.
Interesting.
I gave everything to Delson.
Thank you. I'll take a look at it later. Were you able to see or hear anything interesting?
Beryl was in his office. He wasn't surprised to see me. Apparently, he supported your alliance with Hartford in earnest. He's very upset about what happened.
If there's someone I would have thought would be gloating about the situation, it would have been that snake. That's reassuring.
Hilda was in her room. She was acting strangely.
What do you mean?
She was whispering things, talking to a picture of a mem.
Touching. but that's of no importance.
At Dijon's, I found a letter addressed to the Salem Chantry.
Did he betray me for the Warlocks?
I don't know. It just said that he's participating in your project, but that he would have preferred an agreement with Salem.
Oh, I understand his recent illusions a little better now. I'm going to need to have a word with him. Go on.
I had a vision.
I knew you would. What did you see? Was I in your vision?
I think it was me. My forehead was on fire.
All right. Do you have any idea what it could mean?
Not in the slightest. Are you disappointed?
The important thing is that you're starting to have visions again.
It happened when I was in Jara's office. I just found Journey going through her things.
But she's not allowed to be there.
Mem joined her almost immediately.
What did they say to each other?
I couldn't hear what they said. That's when I had the premonition.
That's too bad. But you didn't fail, I promise. Don't worry about it. Just focus on your visions.
That's all I was able to find.
All? Don't be so modest. I must admit, you've gone above and beyond my expectations. Thank you, Leisha.
Richard still wasn't there. Were you able to find out anything else?
Yes, one of my servants just came back from his bar, the Red Salon, as that's where he does his research. I had hoped to find him there. But she confirmed that Dr. Dunham had gone to the party early with a few of his vessels. I'm sorry, Leisha.
No. If he had been destroyed, I would have felt it. I have to go find him.
You're the most discreet of all of us, it's true. But we have no idea what might have happened there. It could be dangerous.
I won't be alone. Halsey will be with me.
Of course. And one last thing. Dr. Dunham wasn't the only one there. There was also Miley, my child. Bring her back to me.
Yes, of course. We'll leave right away.
I wouldn't expect anything less of you. Thank you, Leisha.